Hello everyone. I've now put together a first tank and I've sprayed it with an undercoat of grey. The evidence seems to suggest that World War One tanks were either painted grey, battleship grey actually, or a brown colour. You do see some models and recreated tanks done in green, because Bovington did one in green, but that was because they had surplus paint apparently. World War II is associated with green, and in World War One it was brown or battleship grey. So I do like the grey, but I may do a test in brown. I've also done some work on the truck, but I've managed to break the steering wheel off and that's got to be glued back in. Again, the truck's just undercoat at the moment. I've also bought these traction engines, and of course I got the military version, but I wanted a crane version too, and they only did it in brown from Wolverhampton. So I've repainted that too, so it looks a more military version of it. So I'm going to have 4 aircraft probably above the layout with working engines inside. The engines are from quadcopters on drones, micro size, and I've had to fit an adapter to make sure the voltage is correct. So the down from 12 volt to the voltage they'll work at, and it was a bit of a nightmare getting the engines in, but I managed it eventually. So this is my test track. It's 3 foot by 4 foot. And has, you can see, 2 009 tracks and 1 00. And I can have all 3 running at one time. The scenic area at the front is just an area to take photographs of the 009 locomotives, really. And it's something I'm going to use to take to the 009 Society meetings. Other people take test tracks too, and I thought it was a good idea to have one, so I've got somewhere to test out my new locos. So this is my representation of the Royal Engineers Mobile Workshop. They used to visit the casualty clearing stations to build the hospitals, put Nissen huts, tents, but also as time went on they came back to protect against air raids by colouring the bell tents like a grey colour on top, which I've started to do here, and they did the same to the marquee tents too. Eventually they started to dig down inside the bell tents with sandbags so staff slept below the ground because of reducing shrapnel damage if they were bombed, which they were of course. I got my first train set at Christmas 1973 at the age of 7. This was the set. I've managed to reacquire it. It's the Freightmaster set, and it was featured in Hornby magazine number 19. The Phipes banana van was only ever actually done in 1973, and you could only buy it in this set. Although they made 15,000 versions of it, you can't of course find a boxed version. The engine's pretty ropey, very noisy, but it works and runs fairly well. But I just thought it'd be nice to have it again, so did lots of research and managed to get a copy of it. And then I'm going to show you this running and some of the 009 and my RE Workshop 2.